Okay. Hello, everyone.
What's going on?
I'm back.
And I'm back.
He's back.
We're all
I'm back mainly because I haven't recorded in a couple weeks. I've been really busy. School stuff.
School's almost over.
School is almost over.
Let me see.
About 21 days.
21 more days.
Something like that. We have about 21 more days. And today, for the Rockin' Weekends podcast, we're going to talk about upcoming. Well, they're not official yet. One of them's still an early access game, and the other is in the works, and the release date is still to be determined.
So probably what we're gonna do is these next couple weeks we're probably gonna go over games every.
Yeah.
It might become like more of a video game news channel type of thing.
It's gonna be a video game news channel. So today, for the first one, we have a short. Not much information is known about it. There's not much information to be explained about it, really. So it's The Forest, which is currently an early access game for PC. The computer off Steam. Seen PewDiePie play it. What's the other player? I can't think of his name.
There are a lot of
people
UK.
Can't think of his name right now.
Oh, yes.
Tom. Syndicate. So I've seen him play. I've seen PewDiePie play it, and So first of all, it's an open world survival horror game.
Yep.
For the computer, at the first time it wasn't an online game. It is now.
It will be when it comes out for next gen.
For PS4, yes,
it will be a multiplayer.
And a multiplayer. So there are no missions whatsoever.
It's kind of like if you've ever heard of the game Rust. It's like Rust, except I don't know. What?
You want a corn dog?
I want a corn dog? Yeah, sure.
Yeah, sure. Okay, take a couple corn dogs.
I'm getting corn dogs.
But
yeah, so it's kind of like if you ever played the game Rust. It's like Rust before they took out the zombies. So there are cannibals in this game that are gonna try and attack you. You have to farm resources. You gotta make bases. You gotta basically try and survive because the night's gonna be brutal.
So it's a basic storyline. They're trying to put a realistic feel to it. It's a basic storyline. So you start off on a plane, and you're with your son. At least in some versions I saw, you're with your son, and you crash, and you get and your son gets captured. So I guess this main storyline is to survive and find your son.
Speculation, probably. I'm sure you probably never find your son because son probably gets eaten. That's probably why they
maybe.
catch him.
So if you haven't got that, or if you haven't seen video, you land on a cannibal infested island, and that's basically about it. So you knock down trees, you collect fish, you you hunt, you do that type of shit just to basically survive, just like you would in an apocalyptic game. So that's that.
But it's cool because they kind of they go into detail where if you're gonna farm a tree, it'll actually show you cutting down the tree and then it'll show the tree fall, or it'll actually show you fishing, stabbing the fish out of the water. They go into details.
That reminds me because when I saw the Syndicate play it, there you have a guide, a book type thing that you can open, and it tells you what's safety and what's not safety, and how to build some things, and how many things because you could build different size forts, you could build fences, and it tells you how many logs to collect and all that shit. So it's nice. You can set up a base camp, and when it does come out for PS4, you should be able to play with 3 of your friends, up to 3 of your friends.
So you will definitely see me and this guy right here.
Yep.
And then the other kid from Phil Rock.
Yeah.
Might be involved. We'll see.
Maybe.
If we like him at that time.
So next up, we have somewhat of a longer game,
which no one really knows the release date.
Nope.
But it has been classified as not an MMO.
Not an MMO.
Repeat, not an MMO. We are talking about
multi-massive multiplayer game.
Online.
Yeah, multi. Yeah.
So, I don't know. The Division.
The Division. Tom Clancy's The Division.
It is an open world, online, and RPG, but not. The creators have stressed to no end that this is not an MMO.
So, did you say full character customization?
Oh, no, but yes, there was a couple things. There is a main storyline, but you also there's also huge online, and there's full character customization, weapon customization, crafting. There is crafting. It's, I don't know, the basic story. Want to go over the basic storyline?
Basic storyline. So, let's see. You're kind of in an apocalyptic world again.
So basically,
Virus took over.
Yeah. So it's Black Friday.
Yep.
The
Virus
yeah, what
took
country
over.
it was? They planted viruses, like a flu virus, on the money, and Black Friday, busiest day of the year for shopping, and then so the flu like gets around New York City.
Yep.
And it kind of takes over, so people go into chaos.
Heard it right. New York City.
Yes, New York City.
So that's
So.
New York City. So what you basically do, you can play up to 3 of your friends. One is
For your friends.
it could be with a drone.
Oh, with a drone, yeah.
Off a tablet or something, which is I think that's a pretty cool feature.
Yeah. 'Cause,
So what you basically do is that you create a faction and you're facing other factions, and that's basically what it is. There's no zombies, nothing
no
like
zombies.
that. It's just a virus that took over, wiped out God knows what in New York City, and you're just fighting. You're just a faction
You're a normal
fighting for other
person,
factions.
so you don't have.
But-
You're not like a hero or
Yeah,
anything.
you're not a hero.
You're not trying to save.
The world.
You're not trying to save the world. You're not trying to
Trying
cure
to find
everything.
a cure. Yeah, you're
You're
just
trying
fighting
to,
for survival.
Yeah, and you're basically trying to
Um,
save whatever left.
There is one point, even though I said that it's an online game, you can play alone.
Yep,
That
this is-
option is available, but I mean,
But it's highly
probably
recommended.
more fun
It's
to
a-
play
yeah.
with friends. So
There is a PvP area too where you can go
yes,
in and.
so going off of that, it's called the Social Zone.
Mhm.
There's hundreds of players that you are able to trade with and just
Yes.
socialize with. You start off the game there.
Yep.
And that's where you can create your
That's
factions.
where you pick your weapon. That's where you
Yeah.
customize your character.
Create your factions, and so that's how you start off.
I'd like to go back to the trading. How there are multiple games, GTA, Destiny, all these open world games that don't have trading, and finally we have a game.
Well,
Dying
Destiny
Light,
kind of.
not really. There was like, you could trade between like your players. But
If you ever
couldn't
did
really-
Fallout, if you ever played Fallout, that's
Yeah.
a trading game.
Dying Light was kind
Dying
of.
Light-
I mean, you could drop an item and they'd
Yeah,
pick it
they
up.
could
But
pick it
this is
up.
the first like full like.
Far Cry, you could do that too, right?
Did you trade in Far Cry?
You could
Oh, you
trade
could
it
drop a weapon
with
and
non-playable characters in Far
Yeah.
Cry, but I think
And
I'm pretty sure that
you can
do
drop a weapon and they can pick
Yeah.
it up.
it.
But yeah, this is the first like trading.
Yeah, it's nice.
Also, what else? Realism. It's very realistic. How it's kind of like Dying Light, where you could basically go and touch like every part of the world.
Yeah.
You can go in, no parkour because
Yeah.
I mean that would make New York City. But yeah, it's a huge open world. They've talked about the rumors how they're gonna start off with New York City, but they might expand the world, like
make it better.
in-
I mean, it's probably not going to be full open world. Like you're not probably going to be able to access every single building.
not yet.
But
Not on
they might
release.
eventually expand
Yeah.
on that. Just like every game. I mean, every game's
So
not
it's
going
like
to start off perfect.
It's a true like not like GTA where it's open world, but like you can't really go in buildings, which pisses me off. But this like Dying Light and like not even really Far Cry either, but like this game like you can like go like everywhere. You can shoot anything. Like you can shoot the tires off cop cars that are like there. You can you can shoot through buildings to kill people. Like
Yeah.
it's really like they try and make it as open and realistic as possible.
You can access rooftops, multiple rooftops. You can
You can also
access
go
the
to subway
subways.
system.
Yep.
Yep.
Which factions tend to
Go into
into
underground.
because
Yeah.
that's they tend to hide there because that's where they are.
Yeah.
So going off of the shooting through roofs or walls and everything, the environment can change. What? So what was I saying? Environment may change. So
Yes.
in addition to shooting off through the walls to kill people, the environment can change, which involves everything. Like
Yeah, there's day and night cycle.
there's a day and night cycle.
There's raining, there's snowing.
Yes, there's
because it is
rain,
New
there's
York
snow.
City. Also, what'll happen is you may be in an area one day, and you could go back a couple days later, and it can be like completely contaminated with the virus. So it'll be like a contamination zone. You have to put on the gas mask, and there may be
Same thing.
There may be like more like bad guys in there
Yeah,
too.
there's other
so,
factions
Like,
that-
it'll really change. Like they're not gonna be like set places where
Yeah,
you can't go.
like one day you might go to an area
and perfectly fine.
and it will be perfectly fine. The next day you might go there and there'll be a faction that took over.
Yep.
And you do need to walk everywhere at some point. But once you go and discover every place, there will be bases that you could fast travel to. But
Because
at one point or another, you're
there
gonna
is
have
no there are no vehicles, so you will
No
have
vehicles.
to walk, and you can only fast travel to the places that
you
you've been
discovered.
before. Yes.
to. So
What else? Oh, dark zones.
yes,
Dark zones are places that
virus
have
completely
been
took over.
completely. The virus just completely took over the place. There's no one left there. All that's left there are like the bad guys.
Crowded
And
by
it's
hostile
complete
factions.
like hellhole.
Yeah.
Like it's like not a good place to be.
Oh, and the dark zones are also only player versus player. I'm pretty sure.
I think so.
That's what I got from that information that we looked up on.
What else do we have here? Social zones talked about. Is that it? Oh, there are some main missions. So it's kind of like Far Cry, where or like Dying Light, or a lot of games where you follow the main mission, but you don't have to follow it religiously. Like you may go like follow the mission, but you can also one day just like go to PvP. Like the mission is there if you want to play it, but if you don't want to play it, there's tons of other things that you can do there too.
Okay, so we're ending it with something simple. The graphics, from what I saw,
Graphics
are
very good.
amazing.
They're phenomenal.
Yes. I mean, a trailer always looks better than the
it's
actual
game
game is gonna
generated,
look, but it's, from what I see, it's good. And it looks like that once this finally comes out and we finally get a release date, I'm gonna be very excited for it, and it's gonna look very good. And
Yes,
it's gonna
a
be
lot of games are
good
doing
game.
that now. Like Battlefront's another game that looks amazing.
Yeah.
In the trailer, Batman looks very good in the trailer. All these games, Battlefront, Batman, ESO, No Man's Sky, we also cover those games in future weeks to
We
come.
will. So to end on the Division, it was an open world online RPG game,
Not in an MMO.
not an MMO. MMO.
NMO.
NMO. I said
M&M.
MMO. So yeah, and I just want to leave off on a note. I'm very sorry again for not uploading. Busy. Just
also-
got access to be able to drive, so I'll be working on that. I'm not going to be
Joining
able to
me soon.
upload every single day. I really would love to do that. I haven't even touched my Elgato in a couple weeks. But
I would
have
also like to
continue some.
apologize on behalf of Phil Rock, because we have not uploaded in a couple months. But good news for all of you diehard fans, all 24 of you,
I think it's 25. Actually.
we have footage recorded,
Yeah.
and there's currently in the editing
Well,
process.
We've said that multiple times.
Yeah, I know, but this
Some
time,
shit.
like, it's gonna happen. We will have things out maybe by the end of May, maybe by the end
Maybe
of this
not.
week.
Who knows? We'll
Maybe
see.
tomorrow. Not gonna happen,
No.
but maybe tomorrow.
We'll see.
Definitely won't happen though.
So
But,
I apologize again for the long delay of
mhm.
all this shit on behalf of both of our channels, but I hope to be a little bit more active and hope to get to know you guys more. So
We'll be back next week.
we will be back.
More videos. We're shooting for Elder Scrolls and Battlefront next week. Stay tuned for that.
So thank you guys for watching, and
See you later.
see you later on the next video.
Everybody asking how I know. I started them since you told me so. I know. Everybody asking how I know. I started them since you told me so. I know. Everybody asking how I know. I started them since you told me so. I know. Everybody asking how I know. I started them since you told me so. smiled at them and said she told me so. Everybody asked me how I know. I smiled at them and said she told me so. Everybody asked me how I know. I smiled at them and said she told me so. Everybody, 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 everybody asked me how I know. I smiled at them and said she told me so. I know. Everybody asked me how I know. I smiled at them and said she told me so. I know. Everybody asked me how I know. I smiled at them and said she told me so. I know. I know. Everybody asked me how I know. I smiled at them and said she told me so. I know. I know. Everybody asked me how I know. I smiled at them and said she told me so. I know. I know. Everybody asked me how I know. I smiled at them and said she told me